Once you start adulting, you got the same amount of free time no matter what you do, which is none.
Yep.
And I'm still trying to find something related to graphic design to do.
Keep looking. Once you
I
find it,
am.
you'll hope you never found it.
At least I'll have my foot in the actual foot in the door.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
So unless
So
yet knowing one that needs it, I'll gladly take it.
is Arlie in there?
I believe so.
Looks
He's
like he
on.
is there. So last time you guys were in the caves, catacombs, whatever. You passed out, and then you guys were trying to hide because I believe you saw something that got you a little crazy.
Mosquito people.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and unfortunately, you just couldn't handle it. Just got you a little crazy. You passed out for 10 rounds, which I think by the time we ended, there were like, what, 6 rounds left, something like that.
Yeah.
And so you were taking a nap. And then Belinda tried to hide unsuccessfully. So she was just standing over there by a rock saying, "Yeah, I'm hiding, but, you know, not behind the rock, but right next to it." And then they saw you guys, and they were coming towards you. And I remember Arlen did something with his telekinesis where it completely failed.
Tried strangling them.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it would have been cool if it worked.
yeah, well, you know
But
what?
they did.
It would have been cool if they didn't find you to begin with. That too. You know,
So, that too.
details. But in any case, so I'm just trying to determine how many cultists were there.
There were two coming up on us, and there were like 80 or so
Okay,
ahead.
so two. And then Belinda had that nice little shot failed at the end. Look at that. Sticking out like a sore thumb, that uh, fumble. 99 out of 50. Woo!
Oh, that's right.
Yikes! She was like, "I
It's
want to shoot you, but I shoot at the air."
I'm just thankful she didn't shoot me in the foot with a ricochet.
Hey, it can still
I don't
happen.
think that bullets.
I was about to say
I
that it
don't
can
think
still
that
happen.
bullets made out of mana bounce.
It may still happen. Or, or Arlen get you with his telekinesis. You know, lift a
Tell him to be
rock and
fine.
Technically,
lift
I
a.
mean, technically, I'm currently under the control of one of them.
Yeah,
So
you know, things
it's
can happen.
possible that I'm gonna have to make actions against you. So yeah, let's hope we don't end up back later.
All right,
This would be the
so
second time I got a character killed by a teammate. It's not often, but as bad, you know.
just imagine how many more times it can happen.
Hey, that's all cool for you.
Sure thing. All right, so just to give you guys a better chance at surviving, I guess. Um, I'm gonna let you guys take your turn first, and then we'll go from there. So,
Although
uh, No, nobody else joined.
Oh, sorry.
So
Got me next to someone.
so go ahead because ultimately you are passed out. So Belinda, you can go ahead and take another turn. I'm gifting you with another turn.
What am I doing?
Whatever it is you want to do without your gun.
With my gun or without it?
Without your gun because you fumbled last time. So your gun
Okay.
kind of broke.
And we got things coming at us.
Yeah, you have two enemies coming at you.
Two. Okay.
They all want your body. Like, we want you. We want to be friends. Join us.
I really have no idea what to do.
Help us. Help us
Somebody
bring.
give me a suggestion.
Help us bring Jacques the Goth. Help us bring him. Well, you're going to have to figure something out on your turn. I mean, something you got to do. I mean, if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do anything, but that'll be your turn.
You could run.
Okay,
That
so
too.
that's what I'm gonna do.
That too. Okay, so you're going to run
I
well.
just legitimately don't know what to do. I'm a whole ass version of this RPG stuff, so I'm trying to learn it as I go.
Okay, well, you are. Just imagine real life. Okay? Imagine real life. Imagine you are standing right next to a rock, a huge rock, a boulder. And then two bad guys that you're trying to avoid because they're really, 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 really bad. They see you, and one of your friends just happens to be passed out on the ground, and the other one just seems to be right next to you. Now, these bad guys, they are kind of scary. They also have weapons, and they're trying to kill you. They don't have the best intentions for you. So just think about real life. Think about what you would normally do in real life.
If my gun is
Not working.
then I'm running. For sure.
Okay. Well, there are two ways to run. There's one way, which is the way you guys just came back from, which is the area where the whole gathering is happening with all the other cultists and the guy performing the ritual with the other people and all that. And then there's the other way that it is towards the ladder that you will need to climb in order to go up. And for that you need a climb roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to climb the ladder.
Perfect. I think that's such a wise idea. So you just take off running, and your turn will be pretty much used on running.
Okay.
So while you start running, Vuk, you are a little bit possessed. So go ahead and roll your power.
Second? Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm just checking. Okay, let's see how that
Okay, look at that. You're not possessed anymore.
good.
So you snap out of it. So go ahead and tell me, what would you like to do?
I I snapped out of it.
Yeah. You snap out of it, you see that one of your teammates is laying on the ground, passed out. The other one's just running for the hills.
And there are no rocks and stuff flying around.
No rocks?
Lovely.
No, there are no rocks flying around.
My pistol is on the ground though.
Yeah.
Turn the light off and go to sleep right now.
Handgun use of 20. I'm not flying.
You can also just push the others away. Throw them into the air.
I'm honestly, yeah, we're going to dump 4 points of magic to increase the strength output to by roughly strength of 4 people. So
It'll be 5 since you're dumping 4 points into it.
No. I have strength of 1 and 4 add strength of 1 person per point. That means in total 5. It would feel like 5 people are trying to push them. I don't know, that sounds weird.
Hold on, what's going on?
The kinesis has a really, really weird mechanic where you can, amount of weight you can move with telekinesis. It's described as having strength of 1 human.
Right, yeah, I think we were talking about that last session.
You can add strength of 1 human additionally by staying in magic points.
Yeah, so if it's normally 1 strength of 1 man and you're spending 4 magic points, that'd be 5 men total.
Yeah. But if this works...
Okay, but what is it that you're trying to do other than that? I mean, what are you going to use that for?
Essentially, going to attempt to throw guy 1 into a guy 2 with strength of roughly 5.
Oh, I see. You're going to try to pick up a guy and throw it against the other guy.
Yeah, essentially. That's okay?
Sure.
Or is it
Go ahead.
just hit him with a...
Go ahead.
And then I'm going to start running.
I think it's a fantastic idea. You should go with it.
Hey, if it works...
That's a nice roll.
seems that both Omnisci and the Emperor are having my time tonight.
All right, so you go ahead and you cast your telekinesis, and and it works. You kind of freeze the guy in place. The one bad guy. So, what's next? You said you were gonna roll something else to make your telekinesis stronger. So.
He was spending his magic points in order to do that.
Oh, okay. So how many magic points are you gonna use?
4.
4. All right.
So I can.
How many magic points do you have total?
I have 14. Now I have 10 remaining.
Right. Okay. So you grab the guy and you toss him against the other guy, and they fall on the ground. Okay.
Will they take damage from this? Since
Yes, they very much do. They will take, let's see. Maybe if I can type. 4 points of damage. That's not bad at all. All right, so
I'm not.
So you took your turn. The guys fell on the ground. They got hurt. Well, hold on. Oh yeah. No, never mind. I just remember. Okay, so after all this that just happened, the bad guys get up. So let's see what happens. We're gonna roll a 1d2, see which one of you they're going to attack. Okay, so they're gonna attack Belinda, the lady running. So let's see, after we look at the character sheet, see how much fun we're gonna have. If I can get the Roll20 to help me. Because Roll20 seems to be lagging hardcore. Alright, so Belinda, you need to roll power. Power! Power! And Belinda all of a sudden stops running midway. She stands still, and suddenly she starts turning around and slowly walking back. Alright, so then the other guy is going to attack the only other person that is awake, which is Vuk. Vuk, go ahead and roll your power. Alright.
I'm under control again.
You sure are. And the other available character is unconscious. Alright, so at all this, the the bad guys will come close to you, and let's see what the bad guys are gonna do. Let's roll. Let's see if they're just gonna bring you down to where to where they're casting that spell, or if they're just gonna kill you. Let's see. Okay, so they're gonna try to kill you. Alright. Yeah, let's make it fair. Give me just a moment. Let me go back to the sheet. The sheet. So this one is 2. Okay, so 2. Vuk. Okay, so Vuk, they stab you for 3. Then the other.
Yeah.
Let's see what the other guy does. Vuk again. Vuk, you're dead. So unfortunately you cannot dodge while you are possessed. And since this was not your turn, you don't have a way to roll power. So you're gonna have to wait until you come back with another character. If everybody else, if at least one person survives. Otherwise, I guess we're gonna be starting a new campaign today. So, Vuk dies.
Is that
Vuk dies, and I believe that Keegan's character still has about 4 more turns to go.
Sadly, and
So, Belinda, go ahead and roll your power. Okay. So, Belinda, you snap out. And when you snap out, you see that there's a cultist standing right behind Vuk, and Vuk just falling down on the ground dead. Bleeding everywhere. What do you do?
Oh my gosh, and run.
Alright, so you run. Let's play this off. So, you run and you get to the ladder that is facing up. This ladder is kind of ways, it goes up. And let's see how many turns it's going to tell you to be able to get to the top. Let's see. Let's go with that. Okay, so 2 turns, so that means that you will need to roll climb twice to climb that ladder. So go ahead and roll climb. Okay, so you start trying to go up the ladder, and all of a sudden you slip and fall on your butt. And go ahead and roll your luck. Okay, so go ahead and roll a 1d5. Unfortunately, your luck is not on your way, and when you fall down, you try to stop the fall, but you kind of get hurt on the way down. So let's see how badly you get hurt. One point of damage. All right. Okay, so the cultists are there, and let's see. Just a moment. See what this has. Okay, nothing. Just a blank copy. Okay. So. Boom. Go ahead and roll dodge, Belinda. Oh. Okay. So, the cultist is, you kind of get up, and the cultist is right there. You see him coming to attack you with his dagger, and you try to dodge. And you kind of throw yourself to the side on the ground. And when you try to roll on the ground, you miss that there is a rock over there, and you end up rolling over the rock. And the rock has kind of like an edge to it, to where not only hurts your back really bad, but it also cuts you. So go ahead and roll, 1d8, see how far down and how sharp that rock was. I don't know, to one point, getting stabbed probably wouldn't have worked better. Oh! How much health do you have?
How much health?
Yeah.
Where do I find that?
Under hit points. On the very top.
Oh, 13. 13 out of 13.
Well, right now you lost 8.
Cool.
So, as you can imagine, that's a pretty big chunk of life to lose. So you're not going to be able to just get up and, walk out like nothing has happened. Just the pain itself that you're feeling, it's keeping you down. It's taking you a minute to be able to recover yourself. And Keegan, this will be another turn that goes by. So that means that you have 2 more to go. So, Belinda, what are you going to do in this turn? And remember that you have 5 points of health. So
Gonna keep trying to run, I guess. Try to find somewhere to hide.
well, you only have 2 ways to go. Whether you grab the ladder and you climb up, or you run down. But to run down, you're gonna have to go through the cultists, and then you're gonna end up at that other place with all the other cultists. So, where are we going?
Still try to climb the thing.
Oh, go ahead and
But
roll
I doubt I'll
climbing.
be able to climb it.
Go ahead and roll climbing. All right. So now you fumble the climb. So you went ahead, you try to climb up, but this time around you couldn't even make it to climb up. You go ahead, you grab the first step on the ladder with your hand, and you slip, and boom, you fall on your butt. And when you fall on your butt, you hit your butt, and go ahead and roll your luck. Let's determine how bad this fall is. Okay, it's not bad, it's not bad. So go ahead and roll a 1d3. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and say that you are heavily wounded to the point that you cannot move anymore. And at the very least, what would have happened to you was that, maybe you fractured your coccyx when you fell down on your butt. So there you are. So since Belinda's still alive, and since Keegan's character is still alive, I need both of you to roll luck. See if you are going to survive this or if you're just dead. So, alright. So, okay. So, once you guys... once that happens to you, the cultists kind of walk away, assuming that you guys are dead. And eventually, Keegan, your character wakes up. When your character wakes up, you see that Belinda's character is on the ground, bleeding to death and not being able to move because she has a fractured coccyx. And then you have also the dead body of Vuk on the ground. So what would you like to do?
I'd like to perform first aid on Belinda.
Okay, go ahead.
Can at least get some. Yeah, there we go.
All right, Belinda, go ahead and roll a 1d3, please. And thank you. All right. You get 1 point of health back, which is not bad. It's not much because you're still under a deep wound. So that means that you're still not out of danger of dying. That means that you need to go to a hospital ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
So, gentlemen and lady, or guys, what are you guys going to do now?
Try to find a hospital.
Yeah, I'll have to get Belinda up. We really can't deal with this.
All right.
She'd be more of a detriment to me if I try to fight them off, and I don't really have that much weapons.
Go ahead and roll spy hidden. Yikes. That's too bad. Okay. So Belinda manages to locate some rope. So maybe your character Keegan can roll climb and can climb up and throw the rope down and help her up.
Let's see if I will survive this climb check. Let's get it going.
All right.
Thank Christ.
Right.
So you manage to climb. And once you're up there, you throw down the rope.
Yeah. Tie it off somewhere.
Belinda, you tie the rope around you. And now you gotta roll strength to pull it up. Let's see how this goes.
Holy shit.
All right. So you pull it up. You guys are out of there.
Bye.
All right. So yeah, bye with Vuk dead, left for dead in there.
All right, but
All right.
Not
So
like we could do anything about it.
so you guys leave.
Corpse is a corpse
You guys leave.
until something turns into an undead.
And Vuk,
Looking at the power.
who's gonna be your next character?
I think we use glass. Let's make to write his actual name, but the guy with wings.
The guy with wings? Is that what you said?
Yeah, remember we talked about it?
Oh
The
yeah.
guy who's very literally black Santa.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
so-
guess, honestly, I'd be more focused on getting Belinda to a hospital since she can't even walk. And I'd actually start calling this in through a private line.
Okay. All right. Okay, so as you guys start heading down there, you see that this guy is running too from a mob and gets right next to you. And he sees that Belinda's pretty hurt, and you're trying to like bring her to a hospital as quickly as possible. Go ahead and roll spy hidden.
Alright.
All right, you found a car that is running. It's got the keys, but this guy just got out of that car to try to see if he could get somebody off the road to get in that car so he could drive him away and save him.
But to borrow this, as I push the random person as possible cultist aside, drop Belinda in and get ready to.
All right, so you get Belinda in the car, and Arlen, your character is the one there that sees how they get in that car. Are you gonna try to get in that car, or you're just gonna keep running away from the cultists?
Wait, can you please repeat?
The
Yeah.
character sees me and a random woman shove a guy to the side into a random car that is not theirs. Do you
Yeah.
want to also get in?
And as you see that as you were escaping from a mob of cultists.
I'm also running.
Yep.
I'm jumping into a fucking car.
Okay. So you get in the
If
car.
they're running away from it, I'm.
All right. So you get in the
Issue
car.
with cultists too, I'm assuming.
Something like that.
Yep, as I like speed off towards a hospital.
All right.
Probably the one out of town, sadly.
You keep driving, although you don't have that much time to drive. So you need to get to the closest place possible. So you get to Arkham General, and in you get Belinda the best way you can out of the car. You bring her into the hospital. Go ahead and roll your luck.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
All right, and Arlen, go ahead and roll your luck too. Perfect. All right, so you get into the hospital. When you get into the hospital, you see that these two doctors are just getting murdered right in front of you by two cultists. They just cut their necks open and they
Bam,
just
bam,
drop
bam.
down on the ground. And they see you coming, and somebody says something in some sort of very strange language. And another guy says, "Oh yes, there's the chosen one."
Yeah, no, I just start shooting. The moment I see them, I just start unloading with my pistol.
Okay, go ahead, shoot. Okay.
So.
Okay, cool.
13's
So
the first guy.
so
3's
what-
The second.
yeah. All right. So, Mr. Glass Cannon, what would you like to do?
I managed to fix the name to Damien. What would I like to do?
There's still
Is
one
there
guy
any-
up.
Okay, I'm definitely going to traumatize someone. I'm going to rush forward while essentially ripping the shirt off as blood starts just flowing out of my back, seemingly crystallizing into a pair of wings. And I'm going to try and bat the cultist with one of them. This is gonna be ugly.
Okay. Well,
On the other hand, I missed miserably.
that didn't work. All right, so
Oh, see, now I have my skills out.
Belinda, obviously your character cannot do much because you're still under a deep wound. You know, you're actually bleeding to death right now. So you're just sitting on the ground. You probably need like stitches and some serious care. So the cultists are going to attack again. Going to attack again. Let's see.
Okay.
Alright, so they're gonna attack Keegan's character. And they're gonna do an attack.
Alright, I'll dodge it.
No, you don't have to.
Oh.
I don't know what's worse.
The 95, hopefully.
Alright, the second cultist
It took 13 damage?
He is going to... No. The second cultist is going to attack Vuk's new character. And is going to do... what? It's going to do a spell. So, Arlen, I need you to roll power.
God damn it, how do they all like using freaking mind control? Oh, there you go.
Alright. So, you guys are back on your turn. So, Keegan, what does your character want to do?
Finish off that one guy. God.
No. You roll over a 95. So that means that you just fumbled that one. So therefore, your gun unfortunately malfunctioned. So you don't get the other two shots.
Sadly.
Yeah.
I'll try to fix it on my next turn then.
Yep. So, Arlen, your turn.
Am I within the range to start attacking me with wings again?
Sure, yeah. No problem. Go for it. Do your little dance. Alright. And what's the damage you do with that?
Essentially, DP plus 1d4 because of the bonus damage. I have check of mine because those for those rings.
Okay, so go ahead and roll it.
But it did. It's 4 points of damage. You can see under the tab of damage or
So 4 points of damage. Okay.
yeah.
4 points of damage. Perfect. And Belinda, you just stay over there on the ground, bleeding a little more. Alright. They're like, well, yeah, we don't need to kill her. I mean, she's already dying. Okay. So, Keegan. Pow! Go ahead and roll your dodge. Alright. Wow, and that was an extreme success, too. And so he's gonna attack Vuk, or, you know, the new character.
Damien.
There you go. And he's gonna do again his spell. And we need another power roll. Alright. So Keegan, go for it again. I guess you're gonna repair your gun. Is that what you said? Nice. Nice. You fix your gun. And Damien, go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do.
I'm gonna try hitting him again. As long as he's within the reach.
Right.
Is he? Keeper.
What?
Is the enemy in
Yeah,
range?
you're exactly in the same spot as before. So, yep.
Okay. I think that's 9.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you killed that one guy. All right.
Just swung the wing in the flapping motion, and there is a nice little wet, crunchy sound. Poor bastard's bones are reduced to splinters.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's see what happens next. Okay. So Damien. Okay. Go ahead and roll your Dutch, Damien. Alright. And now, Keegan, go ahead and take your turn. Okay. So the guy just dies. Alright. So all the cultists are dead. You guys have pretty much killed everybody there. Go ahead and roll roll your luck. See if you guys happen to have another nurse come in. Okay. So there's no nurses in sight. Okay, well, there's one nurse in sight. So the nurse comes to you and says, "Oh my goodness, thank God you guys have taken care of those lunatics. This hospital is surely going to hell. What is happening? Do you guys know?"
Damien is surprised because he's not panicking about the fact that he has a set of wings. Before just kind of folding him the necessity and then absorbing them. Nope.
Well,
Not really.
we're gonna get to that in a second. But right now, the nurse just walked into the room and she saw you guys killing all those people, and she didn't see any wings at this moment.
Right, not, but it's I'm afraid that the whole bloody town's infested with these buggers.
And by the way, Keegan and Belinda, you guys need to roll sanity due to the fact that you've seen
These
Damien
wings.
having wings. When your teammate makes you woo hoo hoo hoo. Well, Belinda. Go ahead and roll a 1d6. Three. Okay. So, how much sanity have you lost so far since you started the game?
I'm at 29 out of 35.
Wow, 29. Okay. So you lost 6 points. Okay. So, you kind of get up and go ahead and roll a 1d10. Let's see what happens to you. I think it's a 1d10 or a 1d8. 1d8. I'm sorry, 1d8. I gotta determine what's gonna happen to you. Okay, 4. Give me just a moment. Let's see what happens
I'm
on this.
currently on the site for making the Cthulhu characters, and under the criminal there's an option politician.
So you get paranoia. Your investigator is going to suffer severe paranoia for 1d10 rounds. So go ahead and roll 1d10. Okay, 1 round. And as far as you know, they are not there to help you. Not the nurses, not them two, not the guy with the wings, not even Keegan's character that helped you there. From all you know, they are all trying to get you, to hurt you, and to get you to die, and possibly this is all their fault. So go ahead and roll a 1d3. Okay, so that is the winged guy. And you're just gonna say, your character's just gonna say something along the lines of, you know what? I don't trust you guys. You're just trying to kill me. And I don't know what kind of weapons your character has. Let me go look real quick. Let me see what you got.
She has a fake gun.
Belinda. Let me see. You have you have your mystical gun. So you pull out your mystical gun and you're going to shoot Damien.
While she's doing that, I'm just going to casually explain. Yes, she's terrible fall at the hands of these cultists. And I believe it's done something on her mental state.
So Belinda, go ahead and take a shot at Damien, please. And thank you.
She can barely stand,
And when you take the shot, you see how the gun just somewhat disappears in the air and it just dissolves itself. It just doesn't even work anymore for that moment. At that point in time, are you guys going to leave her alone? What is your guys' course of action?
my main concern is actually getting her into hospital cared for with the help of this nurse. And then while that's all the situation's being taken care of, I'm just going to actually call this in right away, considering just saying that it's a full-blown riot or something.
Okay.
And that the local police have been compromised.
All right.
Because
So
I do not have the manpower, gun power, nothing.
okay. So the turn goes by, and we're gonna go ahead and say that Melinda kind of gets her shit together, and she gets up, and she goes, gets treated, whatever, and ultimately you need enough points at least to be able to get you going. So let's determine if you're gonna be able to get going with that character, or if that character unfortunately will need to remain hospitalized due to the severe wounds that she has. So Valinda, go ahead and roll a 1d2. 1 for staying hospitalized, 2 for being able to get out. Okay, so you're staying hospitalized. Unfortunately, Belinda is not able to leave the hospital for... Go ahead and roll a 1d3. For 1 week. So Belinda, you have a couple of choices. You can whether start using another character, or you cannot do anything. It's up to you.
He isn't a character.
Okay. So this character unfortunately goes into the back burner, which is not a bad idea because this character is almost crazy as it is. And who's your next character, Belinda?
Luna.
Belinda.
Luna Grendel.
Luna. Sounds like a cat's name. Alright. So Luna is going to be, let me see, what are you? Luna is going to be coming out of one of the rooms of the hospital, and is going to see these two gentlemen over there. They're gonna have drop you. Luna will have been watching them already, how they handle those cultists, and Luna will come and be very interested in finding out exactly what do they know about these things that are happening in town. So ultimately, Luna wants to get to the bottom of things too.
Alright, my winged friend. How did you do that exactly?
How do I put this? My grandmother was insane, to put it lightly.
Fair enough.
She wanted to help me, and she achieved that by forcing a blood of about 30 people into a tattoo on my back.
Good
Nearly killing me
Lord.
in the process.
Like, that's
Highly
terribly.
disturbing.
Yes, quite. Terribly sorry that.
And the worst part is they don't even work like wings.
Ugh. Well,
Yeah.
that just seems more annoying than anything.
All right.
Well, what can you do?
Well, what I can do now is actually figure out a way to take care of those damned cultists at the bottom of that church.
But they're friendly.
I mean, if I have access to a laboratory, I can always make some mustard gas.
That's
Very
that seems
illegal.
like a good idea, considering the numbers. We don't have access to that exactly. Would Luna come up at this point then, Belinda?
Well, Belinda's inside of a room. So.
I'm talking about Luna Grendel, like her character.
Mhm.
Like,
Luna will be right now out there.
okay, just wanted to make sure so we can not properly argue yet, but okay.
Yeah, Luna, you there? Luna!
Luna's here.
Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, just introduce your character whenever you feel like it.
Hi.
Oh, let me. Oh,
Hi.
hello. You're not with these gentlemen now, are you? He's like,
No.
oh, good. I don't suppose you have any additional information I can use. Take care of the rest of the bloody bastards in the bottom of the church.
Just trying to figure out what's going on.
Old summoning ancient evil, sadly. As insane as that is. But I've been through worse.
You guys are
Sadly.
all friends.
I'm assuming you want to help.
Yes.
What skills do you bring, my dear?
That's a good question.
My newest friend here is apparently an excellent chemist.
I'm really good at sacrificing myself.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm good at.
I can eat a lot of pizza really quick.
Yeah. Yes, young child. Go to the nurse now, young child. This isn't a conversation for adults.
Okay, so what skills does Belinda bring to the group? What is she good at?
Luna.
Okay,
How
Luna.
do I know?
You have her character sheet open?
Yeah. Oh, go. There we go. Freaking skills. Oh.
Like, is she a smooth talking burglar or something?
Well, she's a private investigator.
Okay.
She investigates.
She ain't got nothing.
Got locked up.
I mean, she might could brawl. She might could fight a little bit.
What's your handgun skill then?
50.
Alright, that's decent. Like, any guy points in locksmith or something? Persuasion, psychology.
No.
Alright.
No.
Well, it's always good to have another gun on hand, I suppose. At least some of you actually do have one on you, though.
Gun.
You know,
Second. I do not. In the possessions, right? No. Combat.
it would be in both, but yeah.
Oh, I got weapons and yeah, I got 9mm.
Oh, excellent. That's very good. Better than the last time when we went weapon shopping, quote unquote. Damn cultist, damn things made us see a small man of all things.
Oh wow.
Yes, quite. Well, what do you know? What chemicals you need? What's your name again? I don't believe you actually told us.
My name is Luna.
Yes, and you, my winged companion.
Damien.
Alright, Damien.
No last name, unfortunately, growing up in the... Which essentially a cult does grip a person with quite a bit.
Yes, cool. Well, how else are they supposed to gain control? Well then, what chemicals exactly do you need? Maybe we could find that in a general store of all places.
I don't think we can find them in, we can find the ingredients in the general store.
Weirdly enough, in real life you can. I think it's like bleach and vinegar or something like
We
that.
actually need hydrogen, which liquid hydrogen, which can be bought in most apothecaries. You can need to get some chlorine, which is in a lot of bleachers. But thermal metal is a bit tricky to find because it cannot be bought. it needs to be made, unfortunately.
Would hydrogen peroxide be out?
Do you need
Honestly, I don't know.
peroxide?
I just know that if you mix that with other chemicals, that could be a deadly combination.
Well, yeah, especially if you eat it. Are you trying
I'm
to
just talking outside.
kill someone?
Like, to help deal with the 80 people under the church, yes.
Yeah, but you know, with peroxide, it's kind of gonna be hard to kill people with just peroxide. I mean, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm going to peroxide you to death. How are you gonna play that off?
We're gonna throw it. We're gonna throw it inside, fill the entire place with gas, and then wait very patiently for them to fall down, covered in blisters and in pain.
How are you gonna play it off? I guess that's what I'm trying to understand here.
I guess get it ready and throw it down the hole, throw it by them.
Well, we would first need to find a way to disperse in some way.
Okay.
So that's why we'll have again, that is the use of chemistry, actually working this out, so we don't, in case we don't know it IRL.
I know what ingredients go in there. I know what symptoms it will cause. IRL, I don't know how to make.
Right. Neither do I. I just happen to know what the ingredients are.
I mean, I know how to make actual explosives, but Damien isn't a connoisseur of science explosives.
Let's get to hurry then. We can take that car and get to the apothecary faster. Deal with any cultists that might come our way. Come on then. Time is of the essence.
Let's go. All right. So where are you guys going?
Yes, to the apothecary.
I'm sorry. Where?
You said that. Damien said that it could be found in some of the ingredients could be found in the apothecary or pharmacy.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if they would be available in 1920.
Well, you know that, and the fact that maybe the streets, are a little bit, just a little bit surrounded with bad guys.
Target practice for speed bumps. That's the proper word.
Do you not know how many of you there are? How many of them there are by now?
Wait, how many of them are outside currently?
Well, I can't really tell you until you go outside because it will be a matter of luck. But you do know that they showed up at a parade, and there were like hundreds of them. So you just went underground. You just went underground, and you counted that they were anywhere up to possibly 50 people trying to summon something. So, you got quite a few people within the town doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'll just look outside the window, see if there are anyone actually by the car.
It kind of sucks like you guys, it kind of sounds like you guys have your hands full. If I were you, I would probably suggest you figured out some sort of, clue, some sort of investigating, something. I mean, you know where they're at. You kind of got a hint of what they're doing. Maybe, I mean, you do have ways to try to stop them. It's just a matter of figuring out how you're gonna do it. How you gonna do it?
Well, first I'd look out the window to see if there are actually any by the car.
Looked out the window, and there it was.
I'll do it quietly. Make sure I'm not stealthily as you would. God fucking damn it. Okay.
That's one way.
It's so frustrating when you have high levels in certain skills, but you still get like 90s.
Yeah.
And that's always fun experience. Ignore that role. I'm literally making them another spare character.
I think your guys are doing fantastic. You guys got this. I mean, you only lost
All
what?
right.
A couple characters by now?
This is my longest surviving character to date.
At the rate you're going.
I guess. Well, do I see any outside still? They may have seen me. Mega?
What?
Do I see any cultists by the car that I stole?
Go ahead and roll spot hidden, I guess.
Nope, that's a fail.
Okay, then no. I mean, luckily it's somewhat simple.
Well then, let's get going. I don't see any. Odds are they haven't caught up yet.
If you want, I may have a way to somewhat evade their notice, but it's going to be a little awkward with two people.
I can do that just fine if you can take care of our newest friend, Luna.
Just a quick question. Are any of you two afraid of heights?
I believe my guy is like, let me check. He's 5'9".
Miss Luna? Are you afraid of heights?
Oh, no, I'm not afraid of heights either.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Keeper, would it be allowed for me to take them falling with style? Read gliding?
I am afraid of flying, though, if that's what you're implying.
Well,
yeah. If you're afraid
I mean, so let me tell you what you can and cannot do. Okay? And then you can go from there. All right. So you can glide by rolling your skill. However, here's what happens. In order for you to carry them down, it's not necessarily just the gliding, it's also the strength roll that you're going to need in order to hold on to both of them, because ultimately, at the end of the day, they are heavy people. They're two alive people.
Well, John's going to do it on foot, so So there's nothing to be afraid of from there. So it shouldn't be that hard on Damien.
So with that being said, if you want to, you're more than welcome to try to glide down with them. However, if you're gonna do that, the way you're gonna do it is you're going to need to pass the glide roll, and then you're gonna need to pass the strength roll. And then what we're gonna do is, huh?
I said, what do you roll for gliding?
Well, your ability that you have with your wings. So you just roll your wings for gliding, and then check this out. Check this out. Check this out. So you will roll your ability with your wings, and then that will be just for you to glide. Otherwise, you will pummel down, no matter if you're holding down to them or not. So then, once you are gliding down, you are going to glide down no matter what. At that point, then you roll your strength. And that, depending on your roll, on how bad your roll is, you're going, well, actually, let's put it another way. You're going to have to roll strength twice, because you're going to have one of them holding with each of your arms, right? Because there's two bodies. So
One body, not going with them.
oh, you're not? Okay, so then you're going to have to roll strength once. That's all it is.
Okay, if he's willing to risk, of course.
Right. So ultimately, if you succeed, you manage to have her glide all the way down there with you. If you fail, she's just going to pummel down to her death. Kind of like a high reward, high
Risk, high reward.
yeah, high risk, high reward, exactly.
That's why I said if she's going to take to risk.
Yeah. So you tell me how you want to do it. Do you want to do it? Do you not want to do it?
It's up to her to decide.
What would I have to successfully roll?
It's
You
all on
nothing.
him. You're just
You don't have to roll anything. The only thing, the only time that you are going to need to roll something is if he drops you. If he drops you, depending on your luck, is where you're gonna be and your chances of survival. Because you dropping to the ground is gonna be your own thing, and you're possibly gonna have a few chances to try to save yourself. But if he drops you, he drops you.
or Dex if you try to get a grip on him.
Yeah. So, like I said, high reward, high risk. You want to glide down a building without taking the stairs and going down, that's fine. But, since you're carrying someone else, you need to pass the strength roll to be able to hold them down. So let's go. Let's see, what do we do?
Let's try it.
How are we doing
Are
this?
you willing to risk?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you there. As I might as well get into the car.
Let's get it done. Let's get it done, son.
Get him! Get him!
Okay,
Show me what you got.
we still would be gliding.
All right, so roll your glide ability. I really want to see how this goes.
Glide ability, so that's why I'm asking.
Well, you're going to have to create one. You're going to have to add an ability, a skill for glide that you're going to have to pass or fail, because so far your wings are only for attacking. So for that, you add your combat. However, for gliding, you're going to have to add some sort of ability, or we can use your dexterity if you want.
I think dexterity might.
Yeah, your dexterity will do. Okay, so just roll your dexterity for that.
I mean, okay.
Yep.
Unless you have a better suggestion.
My dexterity isn't bad, so.
There you go.
Okay, let's go. Dexterity?
Dexterity.
This is gonna hurt.
There you go. So that was an excellent roll. That was a perfect roll. You are going to just glide perfectly. There's no issue about your gliding. Your gliding couldn't go any better.
Did Luna decide to come along? Or am I essentially flying off target?
Luna is coming along with you. I'm on the ground in the car.
Right. So ultimately, it will be up to Luna if she's gliding down or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are?
Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So she's gliding down.
hold tight.
We are not crazy.
And
All right. So go ahead and roll your strength. Okay. You pass the strength roll, and after a little bit of a challenge, you manage to glide down, and both of you land on the ground very gracefully. And there you are.
a bit further away from the hospital, so he's gonna have to come pick us up. But, hey,
Yeah, I'm assuming you went to like somewhere to get a chemistry set or something, correct?
I don't think I can fly that far away. Really.
I thought you glided into the next building to get away from the cultists, but my bad.
I mean, if the next building is low enough, yeah. But if it's not deeper,
Well, yeah, sure.
okay, so we glide over there. Well, Miss Luna, I hope you enjoyed your flight. And let's be perfectly honest, this was the first time I took anybody with me on one of these.
Well, you did very good. Nobody got hurt. Smooth sailing.
So, Mega, I'm assuming you want me to do a drive auto?
Well, hold on. So, what's the plan right now?
I believe we established that we were going to get supplies so we can be better equipped to take care of the cultists. While those two went on ahead stealthily, I would have gone in the car, go in there via the car, so that they could get a head start. Maybe cause some distraction.
Okay.
Cause some distraction for them.
Okay. All right, you can do that. That's fine. So, okay, so go ahead and roll. Yeah, you're going to roll drive auto. Because at the very least, there's going to be weather debris. There's going to be dead people. There's going to be live people running for their lives right now. Anything for that matter.
Yeah, and I got a 79. I don't know whether or not I should push it, so I'm not going to push it.
79 out of 20? No. Right now, I tell you what happens. Right now, when you're driving, go ahead and roll your luck. Although I shouldn't have to have you roll your luck considering how bad that roll is. But never mind. You just did it all on your own. Okay. So ultimately, right now you were driving. And as you are driving, there's just too much crap on the ground. And you have some cultists start hitting your car from everywhere. And unfortunately, you kind of lose control of the vehicle. And as you lose control of the vehicle just hits the side of the road, and the car gets trashed. And I need everybody to roll dexterity.
I was struggling away, so I wouldn't be near them.
I don't think it's a matter of that.
Oh God.
I'm dead, aren't I?
Oh.
I
Well,
technically still have wings, but
all
I
right.
think that 5 armor is gonna be enough.
Okay. So, Luna, go ahead and roll a 1d8. Damien, go ahead and roll 1d12. All right. So, Luna, when the car's driving, you were in the back seat, and the car.
No, they weren't in the car. I was in there by myself.
Okay. So,
I
okay.
said I was just causing
Okay.
a distraction so they could get the supplies.
Okay. So then, the only one that needed to roll dexterity, then it was you.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get at before.
Okay, so you're fine then. No, neither of you get hurt at all. I'm sorry, I misunderstood the situation. Okay, so so everybody's fine so far, except with the car. The car is just not good anymore.
Good thing it's not mine.
So, what do you guys do? With the what is it that you're looking for?
A lot of chemicals.
Like what?
Give me a second, I'm going to send you up
Give
to
me a
one you live.
sec.
It says to use sulfur or ethyl sulfide, diethyl sulfide, hydrogen, chlorine. That makes any sense?
Sure. Okay.
And we're gonna need a laboratory where we can keep these ingredients to around 100 degrees centigrade, degrade before mixing them, preferably with protective gear so we don't end up getting melted.
Okay. So
An apron or a plastic garbage bag and some rubber gloves would be an absolute minimum.
I don't have PPE.
all right. So okay, so that's what you do. That's fine.
What, do I need to roll something?
Very much so. Yes. Well, you will roll Spot hidden. Yeah, spot hidden, I guess.
Oh, Amy.
How do you have 0 in that?
I don't know. All of my things have 0 on this character.
Why?
I have no idea.
You forgot to distribute the points, probably.
Probably.
All right. So. All right. Well, too bad. So, you find the chemicals. What's next?
Only thing left is to see if they have necessary equipment we can use. Also, we would need something in which we can bottle the gas. So an empty glass bottle of liquid. So a glass bottle should be sufficient.
Okay.
And then dispersion mechanism would be a bit tricky, but that can be achieved by heating it up. So, do they have alcohol in there? Pure alcohol, the best. And the alcohol and rag of some sort, or bandages.
Okay, well, you do find everything you need. Everything you're looking for.
Okay.
Maybe not. The place maybe is not in a great looking way, or in the best of the conditions, but you do find the stuff you're looking for.
Okay, that's good.
So where
So
to?
we have what we need for now.
It seems so.
Okay, time to find anything.
All right.
We need to
So
find a laboratory.
It's gonna be risky.
you need to find what?
A laboratory.
Oh, a laboratory. Well, yeah, that's
of
gonna be.
some kind.
That's not gonna be easy.
Yeah. Also, to be honest, making much together doesn't really require a lab. It requires a lab if you want to make it safely.
Yeah.
Without dying.
I think you guys got this. So, go ahead and roll intelligence.
There is a natural chemistry skill, unless
Yeah, there is.
There's not. In Call of Cthulhu for 1920s, there isn't. There is in modern and there is in pulp, believe it or not. Although in pulp it's marked as alchemy.
yeah, it's under additional skills if you want to specialize in it. Like if you're
Yeah, you can add it for yourself, pretty much.
Yeah. Do I roll intelligence or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll intelligence.
Both of us or just him?
Everybody. Anybody.
What the fuck?
Well, oh, wow. All right, 99. All right, so both of you, Damien and Keegan,
I
You
accidentally
guys-
made meth.
try to concentrate so much that you guys are kind of like stuck in the moment, pretty much. Go ahead and roll power, both of you.
Nice.
Christ not keeping more power. That's tonight.
All right. So this is what happens when you roll power. When you roll power. Sorry. When you roll intelligence, you kind of get an idea. You start thinking, and then all of a sudden, everything just becomes pitch black. As everything becomes pitch black, you get a vision. In your vision, you manage to see this creature, which is made out of tentacles. It's got tentacles, mouths everywhere around its body, a very long body. The creature just seems to walk erected in what it could be 2 legs, but really it's 2 tentacles. And you just see the creature just going and becoming something, and then talking to somebody else, and that person going and doing something, and that other person, and then the creature becomes some other thing, and that's the same thing to some other thing. And you just see how in your vision things just keep going through different places of the world and different situations and in different times too. And you just see how different societies, different cities, everybody just has all sorts of power and all sorts of problems and chaos, and how this creature just thrives on creating chaos out of the whispers that it gives. And as you're on your last vision, the creature, all of a sudden, you just see how, while he's talking to someone else, it seems to be looking directly at you. But, at first, you're looking at it and you kind of think to yourself, well, this is just another vision. The creature is just looking towards this angle, it's not necessarily like it's looking at you. And but then you realize that the creature was very much looking at you. And right after you finish whispering, everything becomes pitch black again. And after it becomes pitch black, the next thing you see is how this creature appears right in front of you. And right with one of the tentacles, Damien, it just grabs you everywhere. And it starts pulling your wings out. And as you see how it grabs them and licks them and starts chewing on them. And then it just squeezes your body out with the tentacles, while all those mouths that it's got all over the body, they chew you little by little. So, Keegan, go ahead and roll your sanity.
Me? Even though I passed my power?
Yes. You still had the vision. Okay, go ahead and roll a 1d5. Okay. Now, Damien, I need you to roll your power again. Okay. Now you're going to roll your luck. Okay. So now I want you to roll a 1d10. Okay. And I want you to roll sanity. Okay. Why is the sanity roll coming like that? Okay. Well, out of the sanity roll, I need you to roll also a 1d5, please. And I'm gonna tell you what happens to you. Okay, so you lost 2 points of sanity. So this is what happens to you. Since you failed originally your power roll, I'm sorry, your intelligence. You went in there, and then you failed your power roll. Ultimately, he took over you, and as he took over you, it made you see those things. Ultimately, he went ahead and caused you to go a little bit crazy while you were doing all that stuff. So you went ahead and you pull your own wings out of your body with a knife. You just cut him off and pull him out as you were having that vision, causing you those 7 points of damage that you just caused yourself, and losing the 2 points of sanity while you had the whole vision. So whenever you come back, you see how you're bleeding out from everywhere because you just caused damage to yourself. You just injure yourself.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage, yes.
I'm dead.
Well, how much is your health?
2. Or did you forget?
Then yeah,
Jesus Christ.
you're dead.
Oof.
Yeah, massive downside of these wings. So these from second edition called these wings. They're a ritual. It actually reduces maximum amount of HP character on whom is applied cast.
Yep. He's what I would call a glass cannon. He can do a lot of damage and a lot of good stuff with those wings. However, he doesn't have any health whatsoever, so anything will pretty much kill him.
Damn.
Yeah, I was genuinely hoping they would survive a bit longer.
I think you had a good going, considering that if you failed that roll early on today, you could have fallen down the building. What gliding?
You could have taken someone else with you.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. Now I need to and I don't have a third prepared character.
Well, make one real quick.
Yeah. I'm making one. But it's not easy as it sounds.
All right, so okay, so you guys find all the stuff that he was looking for, but unfortunately, he just died. So what's next?
Unless he told us the steps of how to make said war crime, we don't know.
Yeah. Back to square one.
Would your character have actually tried to walk us through the steps?
Yeah, you would at least try to explain, because it's not really difficult. You just stop the chemicals to 200 degrees centigrade, remove from the heat, mix them slowly. Do not inhale the vapors.
And
That's it.
guess we could try again.
You guys got this.
Yeah, 65. So.
Okay. My intelligence is 70.
You do it then. I'll help out.
All right, so one last thing. I want you guys to roll intelligence.
All right.
Jesus.
Okay, never mind. You go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do. It doesn't matter. If you're gonna fail with style.
I guess I accidentally made meth somehow.
Well, no, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. No, if you're gonna definitely make exactly whatever he left you the recipe to make. That's not the issue that you find yourself with. It's just that, you know. So I'm gonna tell you what it is because obviously you didn't figure it out. So your character will know this, but you as a player probably. So I can give you this idea. All right. So let's say for example that you're 10 years old, right? And you are a very, very mischievous 10-year-old. And you just don't want to be in that gathering, whatever. Your family's having a gathering or your kids are having a gathering. You just want to go out and you just want to play, whatever. You just want to do something else. You just don't want to be there. So
we made a stink bomb.
You think to yourself, well, you know what? I'm just going to use a stink bomb. But then, you just come up with this stink bomb. You totally do. But, the effect of the stink bomb, ultimately, it's kind of directly related to the size of the room, right? Because if the room is humongous and all the people are just gathered on the opposite corner of the room, then they're not really going to smell anything. Now, if the room is just tiny and then you got everybody crammed against each other, then yeah, that stink bomb will stink really, really bad and everybody will just get out without having to use much of anything, You're just going to use a little bit and it's going to work. So, you yourself, you managed to be down there, seeing the whole room in there and exactly what happened. Our dear friend Birdman, he wasn't there, so he didn't necessarily see the room as big as it was and all that. So ultimately, you right now will run the chance that you're probably not necessarily going to make enough. I mean, think about the fact that is a cavern, so that thing is going to drop down there. And, you have about a good 60 people quite ways away from the stairs, from the ladder where that stuff is going to fall down. So you have to manage to stink the whole place or affect the whole area with whatever it is you're making. Right? So, and that's something that unfortunately you're not necessarily thinking about it.
Yeah, we may not necessarily have enough because of the cavern, but if the ground zero of it is right in smack dab middle of it, it should disrupt their operations and making it hard for them to concentrate in general. Ultimately, messing up the ritual and something catastrophic happens to them.
That's what I'm saying. Ultimately, you're gonna have to go by your luck.
All right. Good news, we didn't die. Bad news, this is a stink. All this does is smells awful, and it's a very spacious cavern. I plan on going down there, right in the middle of it, hopefully disrupting their ritual.
Sounds like an amazing idea.
Anytime you stay up here and keep an eye out. I'm wanting more coming in from behind.
You guys got this. You guys got this.
Yeah, unless you have any other suggestions, Luna, that I'd be all ears.
No. Sounds good. I'll keep a lookout.
Phone's dead?
Right.
What?
Let's go to the church. I'll make a stealth check so we don't, in case they're...
I think you guys are being shy. You know you got this. It's totally gonna work.
I'm still going to do the stealth check so I can actually get close enough to throw the damn thing.
Okay. Well, ultimately you gotta make it to the place. So
Yeah, I'm just making my way there. I guess not so stealthily, but what else can I do?
a great question. Um. Hmm.
Let's get a walking.
All right. So you guys head out. Go ahead and roll a 1d6.
Both of us?
No, just him.
Okay.
3. All right. So it's gonna be about 3 miles from where you're at.
All right, that'll take 2 hours. At a normal walking pace.
Well, no, it's not necessarily gonna take you 2 hours, but this is it. It's 3 miles that is not necessarily the safest 3 miles ever. So, what's your plan to
Stick to the back
not
roads,
die?
I suppose.
What?
Sticking to the back roads, alleyways, things like that.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll stealth. Both of you.
I'm going to spend 4 luck because this is a very dangerous situation.
I have 0 for stealth, so.
Right.
Okay. All right. So,
Didn't think the 0 was even possible.
all right. So ultimately, what happens is you get out. You start heading, towards the place, and you go ahead and you try to be stealthy about it, definitely. But that doesn't necessarily work really, really well for you, or at all. And they do see you, and you see how first it's one guy, then there's another guy, and then there's another guy, and eventually you see that there are now about, I don't know, 20, 30 guys heading your way. So, how would you like to do this?
I'm just gonna run while taking pot shots at them.
Are you gonna run and shoot?
Run and shoot. So what? Hard?
Yep. You got it.
Usually kill at least one of them with a 21 damage.
Alright, so you take one down out of at least like 20 of them.
Better than nothing.
It just sounds to me that it's not it's just not very very good for you. I mean, I'm not trying to be a downer, but out of 20 people, you're just killing one of them. And then Belinda is unfortunately not able to shoot. So
My main purpose of this was just to slow them down while we keep going. Not necessarily stop them, but prevent them from going forward. If that makes sense.
well, yeah, you keep shooting, but ultimately nothing seems to continue going. So so ultimately this is gonna become a, let's see who gets there first. If you get there first alive, or if you get there, or if they get first to you and kill you. So mainly about running. So I need both of you to roll your dexterity.
I did that. Oh, whoops, I was still on hard. There we go.
All right. So you run like you never run before. Run like the wind.
Run like the wind, bullseye.
And finally you get there. What do?
Get down to the bottom and hide.
Okay.
Like, do-do-do-do-do.
All right. So at this point in time, you need to roll your strength, and you need to be able to have enough time to dump whatever it is that you just created, that chemical.
Oh boy, that is really bad.
So yeah, there's no way that you can open that lid. You're gonna need Belinda's help. So Belinda, you can go ahead and roll strength also.
She did. She got success.
Okay. So you barely made it. Yeah, no, you guys are gonna need something else because there's only one of you. Well, actually, let's go ahead and say that you go ahead and not necessarily completely open it, but you managed to open it just a little bit.
And can I try to open it the rest of the way?
It'll take time, but
It will take time. Now, it is up to you if you want to sit over there trying to continue opening it or not. I cannot guarantee you that you're going to open it. What I can guarantee you is that you are going to continue getting attacked.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I'll just keep an eye out and just keep firing at them.
so if that's what you want to do, sit tight and continue, and go ahead and try to open that thing. So go ahead and roll strength again.
Damn it.
All right, so nothing still. So we're gonna do it. Actually, give me a second. So Belinda, go ahead and roll your power. All right. So you're doing good. Let's do it again. Okay.
You want me to roll my power then?
Not this time, no, because they keep attacking Belinda. So Belinda needs to roll her power again. Okay. Or Luna, in this case. So go ahead and roll your strength again. Both of you.
Let's get going.
Great little people. Okay. So, one more time. Let's go back to... Actually... This time around, 4 enemies are going to attack you. So 1. So this one is going to be to Keegan.
Oh, goody.
Okay. This one's going to be to Belinda.
I have no power.
No, not yet. Now you do.
No, I didn't.
Now you do.
Alright, so, what do you want? What does the cultist want me to do?
Hold on. Hold on. We're not there yet. Dang it. I should have rolled that. Roll Dutch, Belinda.
Oh, great. How do I have a -1 in dodge? What the fuck?
-1. How do you have
Yeah.
-1 in Dutch?
I don't know.
I'm just curious of what your character sheet actually is. It's too bad I can actually look at it.
How are you achieving this?
Good question. That's a great question.
What is your character's age?
36.
Okay, it can't be because your character is like really old. Just what's your character's dexterity then? Because it's usually half of their dexterity.
55.
55. You should have gotten it then if we're going off of how it usually is. Unless you. Because 55 divided by 2 is 27. So she would have gotten a success, just not a hard one.
So, Belinda, Luna, go ahead and roll again.
Roll what?
Your Dutch again.
Okay.
That's obviously not right. What is going on with your character sheet? Hold on. Let me look at your character sheet. God only knows what you've been up to here.
I didn't do nothing.
Everything is on 0 on your character sheet.
This is what I said. This is what I said.
How did you achieve this?
Again, second verse, same as the first. These are good questions.
I mean, it's impossible. Hold on. Oh, God. Alright, but hold on. So dodge is what? Okay. I'm gonna give you some minus 28 on dodge. How do you do this?
Oh,
You don't know? This is amazing. It sure is. Okay, go ahead and roll your dodge now. What? This?
Wait,
Oh man, this one made me laugh.
yeah.
I think you need
It's
to
on
make
edit.
you need to remake this character like ASAP.
right.
This guy's file. What? Okay. Drive auto. I'm trying to update your stats real quick as we go, but okay, go ahead and roll. Alright, well, you didn't get the dodge, so you take what, 9 points of damage?
And that's the hit points, right?
Yeah, and you have,
I'm almost dead. I have 11.
hold on, why can I not pull up your character sheet? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you have 11. So yeah, you fall on the ground. You cannot move anymore. You have deadly one. So Keegan, you can go ahead and roll your strength, or you can fight if you want, whatever you're gonna do. But ultimately, you're about to die.
What do you mean by fighting? Like my brawl or handgun? 'Cause
Either.
I'm still under their control.
Oh yeah, you're right. So you're gonna have to roll your power.
Alright, I take a shot at those assholes.
Go ahead.
Oh,
What?
whoops. God,
Where's the damage?
I was rolling the skill itself, not the actual handgun, so... Hold on. So, plus... So...
He's like, I don't need to kill
9
him.
plus-
I just gotta hit him.
10... 18 damage total.
18 damage. Perfecto. Alright, so let's say that you go ahead and you kill 3 of them. Go ahead and roll your strength again.
Power, you mean?
Uh,
Oh, right,
no,
for the door.
no, strength. Yeah.
And God bless it, I don't... No, I'm not going to spend the luck. I'm at 11.
Okay, so you are going to spend the luck or not?
No, I'm not going to spend the luck.
Okay. Well then, Well, no, you can't spend the luck on strength.
Oh. Never mind then.
So go ahead and roll your power.
God, I'm doing good.
All right. Go ahead and roll your strength again. All right. 1 second. Let me get your enemy sheet back up. I'm waiting on the lag. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and roll your dodge.
God.
Yeah, the dodge is the lag is real tonight.
94 out of 90.
All right, so do you push it or push it
Yeah, I'll
real
push it.
good?
Alright, 86, let's go.
All right, 86. So you dodge that. Okay, go ahead. Do you attack or do you roll your strength again?
I might as well go. Die, apparently.
Okay, 98. So yeah, unfortunately this time around, you kind of hurt your wrist while you try to pull. Well, you try to open that and go ahead and roll a 1d2, 1 for left, 2 for right.
Listen.
So you hurt your right hand. Go ahead and roll a 1d4. For
God, I am on the verge of death.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, and I'm on 1 hit point.
Yeah, well, come on, too. We are doing great here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. Hopefully the FBI is going to... The rest of my friends are going to be here soon.
See, that's an optimistic way to look at it. That's good. Not everything is so bad. So, all right. So you cannot open your. So go ahead and roll strength on heart.
Strength hard. Dear God, let's see. Do the cultists attack me? I'm just asking.
Well, of course they're gonna attack you. You seem like you're surprised. So let's see. Wow, a 2 out of 85. Holy cow.
Well, I'm dead, and no matter what, so let's see. If I spend let's see, what would happen if I spent 11 luck? Nope, that still wouldn't have been enough. So, because my extreme is 18, and I'd only have enough for 21. So, good night, folks.
All right, so you're dead. All right, so that's really the end of the campaign. You guys, unfortunately, didn't manage to clear this one. And I'm going to tell you, hold on, give me a sec.